call home. Mark Stitch's crew hold a common thread, a misfit bunch where memories tread. They're guardians, so strong and true, protecting the crew as they journey through. Wanderpus, their hearts entwined, sailing through memories left behind, stitching the bonds that forever tie, sailing to where the sea meets the sky. Tapestry grand, unraveling mysteries hand in hand, sailing the waves beyond the stars they soar, forever seeking more and more. Explorers at heart with whimsy and glee, the Wanderpus crew set their spirits free, in pursuit of good with chaos untamed, to find a new place to make their names. Wanderpus, their hearts entwined, sailing through memories left behind, stitching the bonds that forever tie, sailing to where the sea meets the sky. Wanderpus, their hearts entwined, sailing through memories left behind, stitching the bonds that forever tie, sailing to where the sea meets the sky. Wanderpus, their hearts entwined, sailing through memories left behind, stitching the bonds that forever tie, sailing to where the sea meets the sky.
Hello everyone, today we are playing Devil's Dance Floor, the first bit of this weekend's games that caps off all the events from this month. We know that Sal is preparing to attack Western Dyad with a full army situation. We know that Reedy is held up in his castle with Elizabeth. Sal has put giant borders around the city, walls and giant fences, so if you guys want to get in without creating a diplomatic incident, we gotta sneak in. And so the crew has come up with the idea to disguise themselves as wrestlers, because they knew there was already a wrestling event going to be here. So at least four of the crew members are disguised as wrestlers, and the rest of you are the crew. You're disguised as either the audience members or you are just the people behind the scenes. I don't think everybody's getting in right away, but a lot of you guys can be in the crowd if you want to. I don't think every single member of the crew is there right now. And we are just trying to make this a ridiculously successful show. We are selling tickets while the event is happening, and the tickets are dirt cheap. It's like quarter beers up in this place, or however else you guys can think to get people in these seats. Because if you get them in the tent, we can get them out of here without any problems. And so that is the plan, and Akana and her spy team are going to sneak in while this is happening. So everything that is happening during this game is happening at the same time as tomorrow's game. And now I will introduce the players. Alright, everybody. So I'll introduce who the characters you guys play are, and then we can introduce your wrestling things in a second. So we have Kole playing Royce.
Hello, hello.
We got Ro playing Tarkus.
Hello.
We got Seth playing Seth.
Howdy.
And we've got Chris playing Simmons.
And I'm here too.
Absolutely. So you guys are backstage getting ready for it. Getting ready for the whole wrestling event. There's a pretty decent sized crowd out there based on you guys' successes this month and like talking this up. What are the conversations in the locker room right now? I did make a locker. Like what's going on back there? And please describe how your character looks. Except for you, Tarkus.
Just making sure all of the black body paint is nice and secure to make sure everything's hidden before putting the black robe on and looking everybody else to be like, are you guys ready to rumble?
Oh yeah, I've got a fully oiled body with just glitter in every portion, nook and cranny, and all I'm wearing is a subligar. And my mustache has extensions to hide my normal mustache. I'm 100% ready to rumble.
Simmons is trying to stay as far away so that he doesn't get any of the oil or glitter on his fancy blue and yellow mask with his lightning bolts, and trying to make sure that his wings and everything are covered in so he doesn't hurt himself.
Don't worry, guys. I got him as a token.
I'm so glad you put that in.
It's beautiful.
Everybody, Chris drew this. Everybody tell Chris how awesome he is, please.
Beautiful.
So good.
I'm gonna destroy you.
All right, Tarkus, like you're under like a cape right now or a cloak right now, you said, right?
Correct.
All right. Ooh, 1 second. Wait, what did I call it? What did I call the peanut that was dressed as a ref? Or like the Rupert that's dressed as a ref? Will I find this terrible token? Which order are we doing the Oh no, I can just do this. Cool. So everybody's just like in the back there, and Belle walks in, and this is the beautiful Belle. She has like she's a fucking brick shit house. Like she's huge. Like once she's like not wearing all of her bookish stuff, and you see her like arms are wrapped in fur that's supposed to look like the beast's hide.
Oh god. I mean, Jesus. Ooh.
She's horrifying.
Nice.
And she's like
In a good way.
And she's living up to the heel thing. Like you see her like stomping, and she like walks past Simmons as he's just like drinking out of a cup, and she slaps it out of his hand, and she just like does the two fingers to her eyes and to you. And then she gets to the door and she turns around and she's like, "Oh my god, I'm so excited!"
Thumbs up.
Thumbs up.
She's like, "We're gonna rock this. All right, what's the plan? What order are we doing things in?" It's just like, we got to get this crowd as psyched as possible.
We could flip a coin. Definitely want to check beer sales, get people as drunk. I mean, make as much money as possible.
Yeah. Hey, Simmons, can you roll me a 20-sider?
I can. Wait, 20-sider? Okay.
Yeah, this game is a 18. Yeah, so you guys suddenly see a bunch of unraveling posters for Simmons Crunch all over the place. And Simmons Crunch is not attached to the Wander crew. It's attached to the Diving Bell. So it's just like, you guys see like people taking into the stands, like walking around, just basically tossing Simmons Crunch Capri Suns at people.
I definitely have to make sure my mask stays on.
It's just like as you guys are walking on, it's just like Simmons Crunch. So you guys can have free drinks in the audience if you want. Get fucked up.
Free
the
drinks will
Capri
get
Sun.
more people. I think that's a good idea.
Yeah, it worked for sure. With an 18 on like you guys getting people in here already, like the crowd is even more full than it was. It's not just fans; it's fans of free drinks, and maybe just a night out because it's tense in this city right now. And so we have on the books tonight. There are at least 2 matches that we know are gonna happen. There's the tag team match of introduce you. What are you guys' wrestler names? I'm sorry, you described yourselves, but
I am Smashing Silver, the People's Dwarf.
Smashing Silver, just like Belle's, just like amazing, love it. Like, are you all the people's dwarves, or just like, are you everyone's dwarf then?
The People's Dwarf. I am for them.
Oh. It's just like you see her reach behind her back and pull out a sickle and a hammer.
Oof.
For the people.
The people.
All right. And she looks over at Simmons. It's just like, what are you calling yourself tonight, Simmons?
I'm not Simmons. I'm Thunder Scream. Waits for
Thunder Scream? It's just like, that's
He
intense.
wants to have a
It's
really cool thing, just like she gave to Royce. He's looking for approval.
Oh yeah, she's like, all right, and just like, so like, you just run out there and scream at him. What's your finisher? Like, what do we got? And you don't have to come up with your finisher right now if you are still undecided on what it is, and we can come up with it in the moment.
His finisher is definitely it's figured out. It's called Crack and Peel, P-E-A-L, like a peal of thunder, and he jumps off of something high, slams his fists onto the opponent's like head and shoulders, and then flips over them and kind of pulls them into a really uncomfortable standing hold.
Oh, it's a submission.
Yeah,
Hmm.
with a tiny guy, it'll be great.
All right. She looks over at Seth and Tarkus. And you two?
Gonna be the unfathomed. Totally actually gonna go the whole dark route with this. Gonna try my best to finally be the bad guy I always want. Never mind. Completely covered in like black body paint except for the face, and pull the hood over. Even the antlers are painted black, and the hood coming over has like spikes on it, like fur. So it covers the antlers a bit, so you can't quite see them, and it's so dark, like it covers the face, so you can't quite see the face either. So mostly hidden.
Excellent. And just like, she looks over at Tarkus under his cape, and she's like, you added a lot. A lot of us seem to have taken like our outfits down a bit, Tarkus. You alright? You gonna be able to move around out there? Put on a good show?
King Spectre is going to be able to move marvelously.
She's like, all right. And like, so you guys hear the bell ringing, and this is whatever order we want to do this. We know that we want to do a tag team match, and we want to do basically, it's basically Money in the Bank, but it's, what do we call it? Because we know it's about time. Sands in the Glass? No, that's not right. But whose match do we want to do first? And do the other two want to be the announcers while this is happening?
I say flip a coin because decisions are hard and none of us are good at it. It's like choosing dinner.
All right, Tarkus, let's get the cool stuff out of the way, if you don't mind.
All right.
Not that this whole game's not going to be cool, but you guys know. So, you hear the announcers come overhead, and it's just like, and in this corner, hailing from folk song and parts unknown, we have the Undertakers, and like super like low organ music starts playing in a huge gust of like the fog machines hit as the Earl and King come walking down, and you see on Earl's shoulder he carries a shovel that is about as big as his like 9-foot body, and attached to King's back is a giant like studded coffin that has hand placements for like you would have on a kite shield or like on a tower shield. And as they're stomping down, like the crews and the audience is booing them, and they're like smacking drinks out of people's hands, and like you see King go into the audience and grab somebody. Who's he grabbing? Is he grabbing like one of the is he grabbing a plant? Or is he just grabbing like a random dyad person?
He definitely grabbed Becky.
Oh shit, grabbed Becky. Wait, which is she? Is she a plant or is she a
He was a frog.
I know Becky's a frog. I know.
It was good.
I know
I
she's
thought
a
you
frog.
meant plant as in literal plants, not.
I meant did they grab somebody that you guys put in the audience?
Yes.
You guys see?
Let me flip.
No, that's fine. Like she was put in the audience because Seth just said it, and like he grabs her and like gives her like a real big shake and like pushes her down, and you see a bunch of like other Linkertons and stuff that are in the crowd to like keep people safe, like helping Becky to their feet, and they're like really into it, and they start throwing their Simmons Crunch drinks at the two as they like just step into the ring, and they like get into the center, and you see them both just like hold up the coffin at both ends like pallbearers, but like just with two of them, and set it in the middle, and like look at the entrance of where Tarkus and where their competition are going to come in, and they lift the coffin lid. So whatever you guys' theme music is going to hit right now for you guys to come out from backstage for the People's Dwarf and for King Spectre. What does you guys' music sound like when you come out?
The Pillar Men theme.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So you guys, you also hear like a hammer striking silver, like, and like silver sparks going everywhere, and then like out of the dark, and then when all the lights come on, it's just a crown like on ghostly fire, as Royce and Tarkus make their way to the stage. Oh, sorry, King Spectre and the People's Dwarf, smashing silver.
The People's Dwarf is such a good name. I just want to say that.
It is.
All right. So, what is you guys' like routine as you like make your way down?
I'm going up to any dwarves in the audience, and I'm like patting them on the head. I'm like, yes. And then I'm going to any other small shit. I'm like, yes. Let's all work together. We are the people. I am the people's dwarf. I'm just trying to hype up the audience.
Yeah, go ahead and give me a look. 7. So like a 7 is a mixed success in this game. So yeah, a lot of people are on your side, but you do start to see some people like looking at you like, is that? I mean, no, I mean his mustache isn't that long. And like some of the door, you know what it is? I know exactly what it is. Royce, you see Alder in the audience.
Oh no.
Oh god.
Like when you're high-fiving like the dwarves and stuff, one of them that raises his hand for the high five is Alder, and he's all in it. He does not recognize you as Royce or anything. He's your fucking biggest fan.
And like I hesitate just a brief moment before, I'm like, yeah.
And like I think like the Undertakers in the ring are just like, they see it and they're like, oh, not all the people's dwarves, then are you there, Silver? And it's just like there's a whole crowd just going boo, like the dwarves are just booing. And King Spectre, what's it look like for you?
He's
Like right now
his...
you're see. Oh, go ahead.
Nope, you go ahead.
I was saying right now you're seeing Royce kind of lose the audience. Sorry, I didn't mean to ping anything. Like he's not completely losing it, but like you know that your partner's not doing that great.
King Spectre is gonna try to scoop Smashing Silver onto his shoulder to hold him up high and cheer him on. Try to win the crowd back.
Yeah, give me a literally the same thing I just had him give.
Oh look.
Oh look, yeah. Alright, yeah, so 7 to 9. Alright. So it's the same thing. Like you guys, you pick him up and like what's that look like? How does that, are you like holding him over your shoulders? Are you like nobody puts baby in a corner situation? What are we doing?
I assume he's just hoisting me up like Mufasa.
Yes.
Wait.
No,
Mufasa?
I got
Like
that wrong.
Rafiki?
Holding him up like a baby.
Like Rafiki. Just don't mind me, all right? It's late.
It's just like, it's just he comes up behind him, under the elbows, under the shoulders, and just like, here, look at your people. I think.
Look at this glistening body.
Look at how shiny this man is. I think King and Earl look at each other, and they're like mocking you. Like King goes behind Earl and like picks up Earl as like he has his arms out.
I just start flexing aggressively.
Give me a body. Yep. Okay. Everybody is immediately impressed by your muscles. Like right now they're seeing it. They are seeing like the glistening muscles. They are seeing just how ripped you are.
The people's dwarf will not be intimidated by two groundskeepers.
They're just like, oh, come on, man. Oh. Like, and you guys see that King is just like looks at you and motions to the casket and just like telling you guys to get in there. When are you throwing your cloak off? Are you throwing it off before you get in the ring, Tarkus?
When he gets into the ring.
Alright. Let me make sure I have that set up then.
It's like Royce steps in. I'm sorry, the people's dwarf steps in and then grabs King's and just like swings him in, and he just disrobes by throwing it off.
So, as you guys reach the ring, you do see, like, laid out in front of you is the coffin, the chair, and then there's just the coffin, the shovel. There's a table laid out, and like you see chairs, and you see you know, the pipes that aren't really pipes, but they look like they're gonna hurt people.
There's a kendo stick somewhere.
There's definitely a kendo stick somewhere on here, and it's just like, this is a hardcore match. Like, and Seth and Simmons, do you two want to play announcers on the side? Do you have names for announcers? You don't have to.
I don't know yet. I'll jump in because I think I'm gonna struggle with it.
Yeah, same. Because I don't know their moves or anything.
I'll jump in.
So, sitting at the desk is just like, welcome everybody, this is Cherry Heart, and I bring you tonight's match. We have King Spectre, and the crowd just like cheers, and it's just like, and together with the together with the Smashing Silver, the People's Dwarf, and everybody loses their mind. It's like going up against the Undertakers in this, a hardcore, no disqualification match. The only way to lose is by tap out or inside the ring pin. It's like, does everybody agree to the rules? No referees. It's just like, is everybody ready to go? And I think like
Yeah, on that cue, Yakuza style, taking the jacket off. King Spectre's gonna whip his cloak off.
Holy crap.
What? What?
Oh man, you're beautiful.
I'm so confused right now.
That's amazing.
Tarkus is a goddamn Gundam, people.
I was hoping he'd be a tank.
And I think like roll a look for me, Tarkus. Nine. I think for the I'm gonna give you a plus for just like the pulling off the thing, and I do believe like Cherry Hearts just like comes over the thing. He's just like, oh my god, look at that! King Spectre has completely changed his design. It's just like, and I think somebody in the audience is like, it's a fucking Gundam. And like nobody else gets it, but like Blueberries is just drunk in the audience. Like I think like, and Cherry Heart is just like, and we're beginning, and you just hear the bell, and both of these two are just gonna like come rushing, like they're gonna parkour or like vault over the table, and like King is swinging the coffin at Royce, and Earl is swinging the shovel at Tarkus, like just immediately as soon as it goes. So this is just, you guys have all of it. I will not be making rolls against you. You guys are just rolling to do what you want to do. I accidentally put Tarkus on the map.
He is a whole ass map. All those tracks
His
and
appearance has
valleys.
put him on the map.
Alright, so yeah, you guys, these two are like flying at you, and just like Cherry Heart's just yelling, and they come in with weapons right off the bat.
I'd like to vault off of King Spectre and attempt to grab the head of the man swinging the coffin at me.
Yeah. Give me a work. Unless like you're trying to hurt him, and then you can like give me.
Oh no! This is I'm doing some moves here. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh no!
Oh,
Oh,
the cameras suddenly go dark. Everybody here is just like, is this working? I don't want to cut this short. We have a little video to play you, so if you guys could all just turn to the stream here and make sure it's unmuted for everybody, and thank you for your time.
Do you like that sound? Neither do I. But do you know who does? Krieg Furnex. He cooperated with the enslaving and imprisoning of flamingos. Do you really want Silver Thimble to be represented with such a horrendous image? With Babber, you won't have to worry about that. You'll be able to rest easy having a mayor that has been successful in his entrepreneurial endeavors, and he will bring that same passion and drive to Silver Thimble. Rebuilding a stronger future today. I am Bobbert and I approve this message.
Okay.
I'm surprised
So-
they played that in Dyad.
You know, I think it does make people a bit suspicious. And well, like you were like, what did it look like to get just like look up, see that message, and then get hit in the face with that coffin?
Oh, I get flung back against the ropes.
Ah, sick.
They're just oh. Anyone else see that? He just bonked me right in the face.
The king's just like, come on, man, get it together. He's just like charging at you, like he's got his arm out to just do a running clothesline. Alright. King Spectre, like that shovel's coming for your head. You just saw that advertisement get played. Like, what do you got for me?
Did we lose him?
Nope. King Spectre is gonna try to duck under that shovel and push Earl into the corner.
Okay, yeah, absolutely. How is it just like a push? Are we doing like an Irish whip situation? What do we got?
Yeah, let's make it an Irish whip.
Alright, so he's up against the turnbuckle. No need to make a roll, and like you hear Cherry Hearts just being like, "Oh, King Spectre slipped underneath the shovel." So smooth. Look at that amazing porcelain on that guy. Top craftsmanship. And I think you just hear like Forge Heart in the audience. Thank you. So you got him in the corner. Like, what's the next step?
Just gonna do like a Ric Flair style slap across his chest.
Ah, shit. All right. I just keep going, or just the once?
As much as he'll let me.
Yeah, he's selling it too. I think Earl is just like the better wrestler. Earl is the better wrestler. King's the better fighter. So like, King has a really high chance of actually hurting you, Royce, because he's just going to hit you.
I'd like to use my awesome oiled body to basically do the splits and then slide underneath him.
I love it. Yes. Yeah, body, right? It's got to be body? Or does it work?
I think more body.
Alright, yeah.
Alright, I'm just gonna step out.
Ooh, okay. So...
Not the day for the dwarf.
Wait. Why did you get... You got a +1 to body last time. Why is that different?
It's a good question.
Oh, I don't think you put anything in your on your character sheet. How much body do you have?
It says 0 currently.
Oh, did you read the book? Did you like pick one?
I got halfway.
Okay,
I'm
that's
just confused because last time you rolled body, he did have the +1.
it did have a +1, but okay, but it got botched, and I think based on what we just said, King's going to hurt you. Like,
I can take it.
what happens? Like, King, basically think of him like the Undertaker. He's gonna try to hit you with like the tombstone. He'll try to hit you with like the final ride, or he'll try to like put you in his coffin and just slam his coffin around. Like, these are what things that he does.
I think I botched doing the splits, and he just manages to grab me, and he's just pulling me into that coffin.
Okay, so he's pulling you into the coffin, and he doesn't care. Like, it's like a thing, and he's gonna slam the lid of the coffin on your hand. He's gonna immediately like, sorry, man, sorry, but like your hand is injured, and it's gonna give you a -1 whenever you try to do anything with your left hand. And Tarkus, like, you look over and you hear like his hand get slammed in that. You know what it sounds like for somebody's hand to get slammed in a door? Like, that's what you hear. And it's just like, and Earl's just like, no, do something here. It's like, make it real good, flashy. I can take it. I can take it. So what do you got that's flashy? And Cherry, this whole time, Cherry Heart's coming over, being like, "Oh, and look at the slaps on. Please don't look at what's happening with Royce right now." It's like, ugh. There's this giant ass blood blister on Royce's hand. Oh, smashing Silver's hand. It's like, I guess we did. But what do you got for me, King Spectre?
I'm gonna wrap my arm around his head and try to suplex him out of that corner.
Absolutely. Like through the table in the middle of the room, or just next to the table?
Oh, I gotta aim for the table.
Gotta aim for the table. It's just law.
Probably be body.
Alright, yeah. That got it for sure. Like, you go, you fling him through, he smashes through the table. Like Earl smashes through the table, really sells it, and he does the whole, grabbing his back, rolling around thing. Like, you see, that's when you see a kendo stick go flying in the air. Like, King turns around and, stops trying to slam Royce's hand in the thing. So, smashing Silver, King has his back to you, Earl is on the ground, Tarkus just King Spectre just suplexed Earl through the table. It's like, I'm gonna say you guys got momentum back from that. Crew in the audience, you guys can tell that this is not going particularly great for people. Some people are losing interest, and you do hear people being like, "Did you see, what is this, amateur hour? Like, he slammed his hand in that coffin. Like, he's pretending that it didn't happen, but we saw it. The announcer should have said something about that." How do you guys try to get these people back under control? And they are intoxicated, most of them. From Simmons Crunch, now in Travel Variety. But yeah, so Voice and both of you two, Voice and Tarkus, so what do you guys got? It's all you from here on out.
I think I'm gonna grab that kendo stick and approach King.
I'm still in the coffin, am I not?
Yeah, Oh god, you just see Royce's fingers poking out of the coffin. Like the coffin's not like latched all the way. Ah, that's terrible. I hate it.
Is he holding the coffin still?
No. I think he stood up to look at this Spectre King Spectre.
I'm gonna try and bust out and just latch onto his back.
Yeah, do we think that's body or real?
Well, they're tall guys, right?
Yeah, they're about 9 feet each.
It'd be quite a feat for me to get up there. I think body.
Alright, give me that body.
I fixed my stats, by the way.
I see them. Okay, so it looks like you're on his back. It's not exactly how you want it to be. There's the complication is your hand is really hurting you. Like if you want to, like, you can make this look perfect, but the next time we play like in Quest, like Royce is still gonna have a problem with his hand from this, like temporary nerve damage.
I'm down for it.
All right. So like, yeah, you got him around the neck situation from behind.
For the people, I will bring you down.
You then see the kendo stick like flipping through the air and land in Tarkus's hand.
That's it, King. Show him what you're made of.
But also, what are you made of? Is that like a
beautiful designs?
Is that like a porcelain alloy? So why did a blacksmith make you?
It boggles the mind.
It's like, there's actually a lot of people with a lot of questions.
All I'll tell you is the coffin didn't hold me before, and it won't hold me now.
That's a nice.
Earl on
That's
the
a
ground.
good statement.
Fucking sick. Yeah, hit me with a... No, you know what? We're gonna count that as a full success as like a talk. I think the audience is just like, yeah! He's a ghost! I get it! And yeah, what do you got from here? So Earl's still on the ground, really selling that you suplexing him through that table. And King is being held like around the neck by Royce. And you're holding that kendo stick. What do you got for us?
I'm gonna bring that kendo stick right across King's stomach while leaving myself open for Earl to retaliate.
All right, give me that work. Oof. Okay. I think I think in the stage, like in the arena, you are in too good of a spot for that to really like cost you here. I think something's going on in the audience that's getting everybody else's attention. And I think you do see there is a bit of a fight breaking out in the entrance thing where somebody doesn't want to like pay, so they're like there's a big fight happening at the entrance, and that is getting a lot of people's attention. I think there's even like a moment where a gun is flashed, but you guys are like, you're still hitting him in the chest, and Earl comes up behind, hitting him in the stomach, and Earl comes up behind you and is trying to like whip you towards the ropes, and he's gonna try to like spear you. That is what he's trying to do. Crew, how are you helping this? How are you like... That fight is getting a lot of like unwanted attention right now. Like people are like milling around. It's like, I don't know if they should be here. Is this a dangerous place? Do we need to go home? Simmons is. Oh, okay. Simmons, are we paying for Is it free tickets? Is that the plan here?
I feel like that's what he's yelling. The guy's trying to get in.
Oh.
What if it's
I
a
think we should just
flamingo
throw him a
trying?
drink.
What if it's a flamingo trying to get in to watch the match?
He would be getting arrested immediately and like taken away. And people don't like the flamingos right now. So, Royce, you are out of your coffin. You are still wrapped around King's neck. Earl is like running at Spectre to spear. What are we looking like?
I'm gonna try and rub some of my oil into King's eyes and then steer him like some weird doll into his brother.
That sounds like a heel turn, if you ask me. Rubbing the oil in his eyes?
I'm really oiled up. It just happens.
All right.
Payback for the hand.
You know what? I support it. Give me a work. Why is this game mean to all of us today? This game is just rough.
¿Por qué?
We're drawing the attention away from them tomorrow.
Right? It's just like, so yeah, with a botch, King sees it sees the attack coming and literally just scoops Royce up because he's twice as tall as Royce, and just power bombs him right, not through the thing, but you guys hear it. You guys hear Royce just crunch on the ground.
Ugh. I'm just rolling there. Ugh.
Like, and it legitimately hurts as like King is doing the stomping around your like body, like motioning for a belt that he thinks he deserves. He's just like, this is my ring. I rule here. And like, and for a second, Tarkus, in Earl's eye, as he's getting ready to spear you, you see a really competitive nature. He's trying to hurt you. Like, these two are getting too psyched up in it. Like, Simmons and Seth from the background, like, Belle's just standing between you two. It's just like, I think they're getting really into it.
Isn't that the only way?
How do we get them really into?
It's just like, do they have a chant? It's just like, Belle's just like looking around. She's like, we can let everyone in. It'll get more people in here, but it'll also like it'll like speed up the number of people that are in here at the same time, making evacuations like difficult later. And if we just make everything free.
Are you anticipating a need for an evacuation?
She's just like, that's the plan. We get them all in here and we sneak them out. Just Krieg in the audience. Gundam! Oh, Tarkus, yeah. Earl's coming in for that spear. And, like, you know he's trying to hurt you.
I think Tarkus is gonna take it.
Alright, yeah, give me body then. Or real. Whichever one you want. But it's definitely body or real, because he's gonna hit you. Is that a 6 or a 4?
A 4.
Is that
Yeah.
like that for everybody else?
It's like that for me.
Fucking wild. All right.
For those wondering, one of the dice is crooked.
So you get
How do you find the edge on a non-tabletop game?
right? How did you do that?
I have my ways.
And he straight up spears Tarkus, and you guys like hear like he rings your fucking bell, man. Like your head is just like, oh, go ahead.
Would this result in an injury?
I think it would, yeah.
I'm gonna use Master of the Hardcore. And still get injured.
One more time. Run the ad.
God damn it.
Do you like that sound? Neither do I. But do you know who does? Krieg Fernex. He cooperated with the enslaving and imprisoning of flamingos. Do you really want Silver Thimble to be represented with such a horrendous image? With Babber, you won't have to worry about that. You'll be able to rest easy having a mayor that has been successful in his entrepreneurial endeavors, and he will bring that same passion and drive to Silver Thimble. Rebuilding a stronger future today. I am Bobbert and I approve this message.
I didn't know that the Discord audio got muted when she played that. I could have been saying shit right there, but I wasn't because I was just watching the ad again.
I love how you're just subliminal messaging him into our hearts.
Just very funny to me. Oh, God. All right. It's legit. Check an injury box. Okay, so, your bell has been rung. Tarkus, and, like, these two are going to be standing over you guys. Like, you see King reach down and picks up his coffin standing over Royce, and Earl has his shovel back in his hand, and he, like, kicks, Tarkus towards to the middle of the thing, and, King grabs Royce and, like, pulls him and, like, puts you guys in a pile in the center. And, you see them, like, getting ready to do their finale, which is they are going to bounce off both ropes, jump exactly 6 feet in the air, and deliver, like, a massive, like, double-footed chest stomp to both of you. That is what they're going to do. And, like, you guys are in the middle, like, and they do it. They, like, bounce, 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 and then as they come in, so they are doing it. They are doing their finisher to you guys. And they don't have to roll. You guys have to finish roll to figure out. Now, all Gemini said was somebody lands their finisher, but they don't win. That can be right now. That can be these two land their finisher, and you two still somehow win this fight. But you guys are doing really bad. And you guys are getting hurt.
I look at Spectre's like, we got this, right?
Everyone likes a comeback.
Always the comeback.
It's like, as Earl, like, jumps exactly 6 feet over you, he's just like, I'm so proud. And, like, he wipes a tear away as they both come down on you guys'
really
chest.
good at jumping at that exact height.
It's like, it's the precision. Like, that is the part that they're good for.
These guys know their stuff.
I'm gonna flex as they hit us to try and absorb the blow.
It's like, okay, like, that tells me right there, like, narratively, you guys are going to win. So how do you two, like, take this hit and make it believable to the crowd? And crowd, how do you sell it? Like, do you guys get excited? Are you chanting? What are we doing? Like, because right now I feel like we might lose the audience. And, like, so yeah, they hit you guys, and they like they step off of you, and they both do at the exact same time. The like kick your body to the side, so like you guys were laying on your backs, but now they like kick you both, and you both roll over 2 different directions, and they are going to start pinning you now. And they are definitely doing the pinning where they are just standing above you with 1 foot on your chest. As like Cherry Heart's just like 1, 2.
Simmons
And then he's-
definitely like, sticks his head out from behind the backstage and just starts screaming the Silver, Spectre, Silver, to try to get the crowd chanting.
Roll me a not face. Oh look. Oh shit, you're bad at cutting a promo, aren't you? How is Simmons bad at cutting a promo?
What are you talking about? This isn't Simmons. This is Thunderscream.
You're right. How is Thunderscream? But no, like it. I'll take it. I'll say that like
You can't see his face. That's why.
Yeah, it's the cheekbones that really sell people on Simmons. It's just like if he didn't have those cute cheekbones, you just wouldn't trust him because he's a terrifying bat. And yeah, the crowd starts chanting, and like the crew like planted in the crowd start chanting and getting everybody like okay. So how do you two get up from this and make the win feel good?
Oh, man. So they're just standing with their feet on us, right?
Yeah, just one, like the Captain Morganing you.
I think we grab the foot that's not on us and lift them up to reverse the pin.
Yeah, I think like we're both on the ground and we look backwards to each other and we just kind of nod, and then at the same time we do that.
Or just like an immediate like roll over and you've got them down.
They got 1 foot on the ground. That's pretty unstable.
That's pretty unstable. So yeah, like you guys just like roll over. And what does your pinning look like for your character? Is it the like holding their legs in the air? Is it the just like let them squirm while you just like weigh down on them? What's it look like?
I mean, I want to sit on them.
Oh, yeah, all right.
King Spectre's gonna have the traditional legs in the air kind of pin.
Alder's in the audience losing his mind. He's so excited about this turnaround.
No, I'm sitting on them. The glutes are on the face.
Yeah! Oh shit, my bad.
And they're oiled up.
Get him with them oily cheeks! Nobody understands how oily the dwarven butt crack is.
Oh, when there's glitter in there, it's the whole 10 yards.
Alder's just like, yeah, silver.
And I see Alder and I point at him. I'm like, it's 'cause of you.
He points
all
back. He's
you.
like, fuck, it's me. It's me. Me. And he's just like flexing in the guy next to him's face. He's that obnoxious fan. He has just a shirt that just says the People's Dwarf.
The People's Dwarf.
He's like, yes! Stefan's in the audience. He's like, oil, thank God! Sell it! It's just Stefan brand oil. An ad comes up. Hi, I'm Stefan. Do you like oiling your body? Every nook and crevice? Well, boy, do I have the product for you. And then, like, you know, however that finishes. But yeah, like, Cherry Heart hits him with the 1, 2, 3. And it's just like, everybody, like, gets to the match ends. How do you guys, like, end this? Do you have, like, a thing? Or is it just like the cold as hell walk off the ring and just away? What's it look like? There's also a bunch of people drinking baby oil in the audience. That's not good, but they didn't understand the difference.
I think we just like stand in the middle and embrace our win and kind of rile up the crowd more.
Fists in the air.
Yeah, just, yeah.
All in our chests because of our injuries.
I'm holding one fist up, the other's clutching my chest in hand. Just yeah.
You know what? Both of you give me a look, but add 2 to it for the fact that you are injured.
I get to 0 to this.
Oh, wow, you guys both
yeah.
like it's a 10 and it's 2 10s. So or like it's a 10 and 11. So those are as high as you go with this game, other than like
We
the
didn't even need a +2.
Yes, so the whole crowd is losing their mind. Like, oh yeah, it's fucking crazy. Everybody's on your side, and like, Belle's looking over at Simmons, just like, all right, good chant. Also, I think the audience might be drunk.
That's perfect.
So, yeah. So the first round is done, and Cherry Heart's just like, and with that, our first round of the evening is done. Everybody stay tuned, because we have the eldritch monstrosity known as the Unfathomed versus everyone's favorite Thunder Scream, and everybody just goes nuts, and everybody's loving it. Right now, I think you guys, with the 10 right there, with those 2 10 pluses, you guys have people coming in. Like right now, like word of mouth is crazy around the city. Like at this point, Akana and her spy team have already moved into the city. Like they are out on their mission, but they can hear people coming or like making their way to the wrestling event. What kind of things are happening in that area? Do you guys have food set up? Is there like more bar situation? What do we have people doing here?
Snow cones with tequila added.
Okay, so just more booze.
But good booze. Dessert booze.
Hey.
It's like, we got Simmons Crunches. What could be better?
That's a meal booze. That's like a Yingling, a really hearty, filling alcohol. This is
Not
like
just one for fun.
That's a meal in itself. These are like desserts.
So, does that mean we've been drinking too?
Have you been drinking?
I have not.
I don't think so. No. What about
I had
Belle?
a regular snow cone. A regular snow cone.
Has Belle been drinking? Is Belle the fucking Stone Cold Steve Austin of this? I know, she's a heel and everybody liked Stone Cold.
But he wasn't. Never mind. We're not gonna have this discussion.
Oh, sorry. I was not holding on the button. Alright, so the next match is like coming over the thing. Cherry Heart's just like, and our next match, the monstrous clock match. Our dear beloved Simmons has a limited amount of time to save
Simmons?
his. Oh, sorry. I
Simmons?
dearly beloved. It's like he cat Cherry's just like, I mean, everybody's too drunk for that. And he like pulls out a different cue card. It's just like, you guys look at it, and it just says, "Hi, I'm Simmons," and then in smaller text it says, "Introduce me as Thunder Scream." Like,
that sounds perfect.
it's just like erasing. It's like, okay, I'm sorry, everybody. I'm sorry. It's like, our dearly beloved Thunderscream must rescue his apprentice from the hands of the terrifying Unfathomed. And Simmons, like, your music starts. You guys start seeing, like, crazy electricity shoot everywhere as Simmons, like, makes his way towards the stage. What is your... Like, what does your getting to the stage, like, thing look like?
I think instead of like walking out, just the lights go out for a second, and there's a big like thunderclap noise, and he's just in the middle of the stage when the lights come back on.
Oh, just in the middle of the ring.
Yeah. It's like there's like a light, like a lightning, like the lights flicker like a lightning bolt would, because magic is bad, and then just bam, he's there.
I'm glad we're all in agreement. The magic is bad.
Mm-hmm.
And then... So suddenly Simmons is just in the middle, not Simmons, Thunderscream's in the middle of the stage. And like clock is all set up there. Did I download what I tried to do? I did. And hanging from the rafters in it's way too big. It's Simmons Simmons apprentice, Thunder Screams, like protege. What's his name, Thunder Screams? What's your...
Oh man. That's a really good question. It's got to be like a Echo or something.
Just Echo, or like are you trying to...
Echo is fine. It's something I can't come up with a good enough name right now, so we'll just go with Echo.
Okay. It's like, and you see that they're hung up, and as not like a normal clock moves, you see this clock is moving like a pair of scissors, and is gonna cut off poor Echo's head.
Oh God!
Like, as it's all just a gimmick. We know that it's not, but that is what the game, that is what the show is showing you. That if you cannot overcome the Unfathomed, then you will lose them forever.
I have to change that name to Spark Squeak because of chat, because that is fantastic.
Spark Squeak?
Yes.
Okay. Alright, Unfathomed, what's it look like as you approach?
Alright, again, my body's completely done in like black iridescent like body paint, which is what is showing, which is just like the tentacles, and covered in like this black robe that covers my face, so you can't tell who I am, and spiky hairs coming up out of the back of the hood, so you can't really tell the antlers are there exactly as they are. But I'm before I come out, the lights of the entire arena just go out, all of them, every single light, and it goes silent. You can even like hear heartbeats sounding, or you think they're your neighbor, but they're not. It's the heartbeat of like the speakers. You can hear them, and it gets louder and louder, and then smoke begins to pour from the stage, and then just suddenly a spotlight pops up on the entrance map and revealing me, and I'm just right there, and I like slowly, it almost looks like I'm floating, but I'm not. It's because the dry ice or smog or fog that just makes it look like I'm kind of gliding down that ramp onto the stage, and then I kind of just octopus slide between the ropes onto the ring itself. There's the music that's playing is like There's no music, like no words. It's just like generic horror music that feels like it's gonna crescendo eventually, but never does so. You just feel that anticipation of like a jump scare, but it never completes until it just stops and then the lights come back on.
Absolutely. Okay. So, with that, like, as like the thing comes up, everybody's ready. Who are the? Do we have announcers, Royce and Tarkus, or are we just? You two want to play the announcers?
Oh yeah, gotta bring in the glass man Kafabe.
Kafabe.
Oh yeah, it's Kafabe.
I'm gonna play that otter that I played at the town hall.
Absolutely. Play the otter that you played at the town hall. So, the stipulations for this match, just so everybody knows, it is in my head, it's a tug of war situation where Simmons is going to be rolling against Simmons and Seth are rolling against each other, and if you get each success for Simmons is just like one more that he's able to get the guy down. 3 successes in a row and you're able to buy him time, and the same counts as failures for Seth. But if Seth succeeds 3 times in a row or succeeds twice and Simmons fails once in that thing, like your spark squeak is going to get his little head cut off. Not really, but you know. So how's it start?
Week.
Well, glad to see you've made it into my realm. Are you here to save your little friend, or does he get to be my dinner tonight?
You'll never take him. I can't let you.
I believe I already have. Kind of just, instead of using a finger, I just use one of my tentacles, like taunting. Come and get it.
I think Simmons or Thunderscream is gonna try to just what's the word? Element of surprise, and just jump up at the wall to try to climb up to where Spark Squeak is, just to try to be like, I'm not gonna deal with this. I'm just gonna get this guy down.
I am going to use one of my bottom tentacles, which are longer, kind of like 3-legged, which 4 bottom tentacles, and just stretch as soon as I see him start to run. Instead of like grab him with dignity, I'm just gonna bitch slap him.
Slam me back to the ground.
I don't think so, little one.
Yeah, you guys can just straight up roll against each other if you want. I think, yeah. What do you guys think it would be? Like,
Body.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay, yeah.
I can do an actual thing. Yeah.
Oof.
Oh wow.
All right.
This is a great.
Yeah, go ahead.
This is a great one for us. We're rolling real good.
So, Kate, Kafabe, and what was the name of your otter person, or what is the character your otter person is playing here?
Oh, I believe her name was Shelly. And this time she's just a random reporter that got this gig.
Absolutely. And it's just like, you guys just hear Cherry Heart's just like, oh, just, wow, have you ever seen a hit that hard, everybody? It's like, do you ever think he's going to recover from that? Man, he got slammed on the ground so viciously. I don't think I... Oh, okay.
That was quite a slap that the mat made.
She's like, I
But that's
can't
the
believe
best
it.
thing about Thunder Scream. He'll always bounce right back up.
You know, with you being that bad, I think maybe I'll just take your apprentice for my own instead of a meal.
Oh,
Ooh,
that hurts.
harsh
That
words
hurts.
from the unfathomable.
And she's like, good help is hard to find these days, I've heard. It's like, but he has gotten to his feet.
It's my turn to go on the offensive. I'm going to actually do a spin around and let my back all 4 of my back tentacles hit him at the same time as I kind of like do a 360. So it's just kind of all 4 of them slapping while my entire body does a revolution.
Simmons, not Simmons. Thunder,
Simmons.
Thunder, not Simmons. What do you got?
I'm gonna try to like jump back towards the I can't remember the name of the post. What is it called?
Turnbuckle?
Yeah, the turnbuckle. I'll try to jump back towards that to see if I can wrap up some of those tentacles into something that doesn't move.
I absolutely. Now, if you two are you working together for this one? Like, are you guys trying to like? The question is, I guess, Seth, are you trying to beat Simmons, or are you trying to make it look good?
I'm the bad guy. I'm trying to win.
All right. So yeah, Simmons roll work for me. Alright, so we've got Alright, so what goes wrong? He wraps up some of your tentacles in the turnbuckle, but what happens for you that's beneficial?
Well, I have multiples, so while he was trying to wrap up some of them, there's too many. So one of them catches onto his ankle and pulls him down onto the turnbuckle, hitting his like chin onto the turnbuckle top itself.
Oof.
Even I kind of cringe at that, like, because I didn't mean for it to be that bad.
Oh, that one looks real rough. You wouldn't want that to happen to you, Kafabe, would you? And he like, Cherry Heart tings Kafabe's like glass face.
Oh, not at all. I'd shatter to pieces.
Just like, good to be safe out here. I put my wrestling days way behind me. Cherry Heart, in case nobody realizes, has instead of a normal head, he has two heads that speak at the exact same time, but they're both cherries. Like, and you're not sure if the rest of his body is cherries because it looks like he has like human hands and human like proportions, with the exception that his neck is most certainly a stick-like vine, and he has 2 cherries coming out. I bet Cherry Heart. He was for a different game, but like we're gonna keep on using him. All right, Simmons. Seth. What is the Unfathomed to do right now? He's got like that went well for Simmons, but also well for you. So like the time didn't tick at all.
Well, I still have his foot, and we're at one corner, so I'm going to hold on tightly to that foot and twist into where he hits the actual belt. Let go as he hits the belt, so he kind of does a rubber banding from the belt into the center of the ring, or maybe even further, depending on how hard he hits.
Alright, roll me a body. Oh no, roll me a... yeah.
Oops, already rolled a body.
That's fine. Okay, so yeah, all that, but Simmons, what happens, all that's happening to you, you're getting dragged around, but what happens that provides you an advantage?
Is this clock right up next to the stage?
Yeah, I think it's right there.
Maybe when this is happening, some of the unfathomableness just like hits the clock and kind of jostles it a little bit.
Oh, okay. We get Squeaks falls down a little bit.
Yeah.
Squeaks is getting closer, and you see him like working the rope, so he's swinging back and forth. Like his hands aren't free, but you can see the fact that he's trying to get in there for a headbutt on Seth. It's just like, would you look at that, everybody? Squeaks isn't out. It's like, is this gonna turn into a 2-on-1 fight?
It could turn into a 2-on-1 fight if the little one has a good sense about him and joins me. What do you say, little guy?
I'm 6 feet tall!
You're still little.
And like, he's just swinging back and forth. He's like, no!
Well, it's both your funerals then. Out of character, I'm gonna give Simmons a little bit of time to stand up. While I'm kind of going back and forth with a little one there.
I think he's gonna try to use that time you gave him to I don't know how to distract you well enough. You're huge compared to me, but I'm still gonna try it anyway. I'm gonna try to see if I can do some nonsense while you're dealing with Sparksqueak there. Try to do some bouncing off the rope nonsense to try to push you further out of the like further to the edge to give me some more space, possibly out of it if it goes really well, but I don't know if that's gonna happen.
Yeah, go ahead and give me that work.
Oof.
Why are you so bad at this? Why are you guys all just the worst at this game?
These sixes are just not good for us.
Yeah, the dice are too low. The numbers are too low.
It's simple. If we were actually performing well, they might think we're the Wander crew.
That's fair. That's fair.
I beg to differ.
It's like, all right, Seth. Thunder Screams has botched it, and people are like, kind of groaning about it. Like, how did he botch? Like, actually, Kafabe or was it Sandy? So Kafabe and Sandy, what happened that looked just kind of like not great, and how do we sell it to make it look to be more exciting to the crowd?
So it's a good question.
It's like, go ahead.
I think Simmons tried to push Seth with a dropkick, but the size difference is so great that Seth barely moved at all.
After all, it is the unfathomed.
Is unfathomed. Now, this is actually fun for Simmons. Simmons, that drop kick that did not move the unfathomed, like when you hit, you heard a rib break.
It was somebody else's rib, right?
Oh no, you broke one of, and like, you break kayfabe real quick. You broke one of Seth's ribs. That's how you botched it. Like, he's standing tall to like be there, get ready for it, take it stoically, and he doesn't move.
At least
But
it
you
wasn't
broke his
another
rib.
concussion.
Yeah, true. Everything breaks during these sports games for me.
I shouldn't have said that. The match is still young.
I
There's still time.
I'm going to stand stoically, and something in my mind just kind of snaps a bit. That actually pissed me off. In character, for real. So why he does that, and it's just, I can't stop it. Like, I just had a rib broke. It really hurts. I grab him with that foot he just kicked me with and pull him as close as I can. It hurts. It hurts me a lot. But with all the back tentacles and my front arms, I give him the biggest bear hug, like constrictor squeeze, and stage whisper, "That wasn't such a good idea, little boy. You should give up. You're in the wrong league." And I squeeze.
Is this working real stiff? Is that what you think this is?
I am in pain, so yeah, this is like something just.
Yeah. I think give me a reel.
Let me see what I've got on reel. I didn't have it up. Oh no. Oh no. That's gonna be bad.
That is gonna be bad. So that's a 4. Oh, you had -2. All right.
Mm-hmm. I have a lot of body, don't have a lot of reel.
Okay. So does Seth hurt Simmons here? Like, are we just injuring everybody? Now, I know it's not a tough choice. I know that's not this game, but here's the tough choice I'm going to present you with. Like, Seth, in this moment, you can do the whole, like, my eyes go black, I see nothing but red, all that wonderful stuff. Like, we can have that moment, and you hurt Simmons. Like, there is a subsection of the crowd that loves it. They go fucking insane. And in that moment, Sparks Squeaks is going to come falling down and hit you with his finisher. Like, that's up, and like, or you can, like, instead of that, or you can just, like, take it, and everybody's just going to be like, see the opportunity that as a bad guy, you had every chance in the world to beat this opponent, but you didn't. So you're not a bad guy. This show is kind of boring.
I'm going with the first choice.
Makes
It's
sense
worth
to me.
losing to. I'm sorry, Simmons. Not Simmons. It'll make a better show. I will find a way to heal you. Eyes go black, or red rather, and just let the little guy be the hero, or 6-foot little guy.
All right, Simmons, what's the damage? Like, or like if Sandy or Kafabe have like a thing, you three tell me how you're hurt. Oh, and this is not a little hurt. This is hurt.
Let's see. So, if a little hurt is a broken rib, hurt, it's got to be bigger than that.
Yep. I'm thinking like legit concussion or dislocated something that's gonna have
Dislocated
ramifications in
sounds
future
good.
games.
Just break his
Dislocated
sternum.
sounds interesting. I don't know how. I like the dislocation thing. I definitely
Go ahead.
definitely like the good arm. The like you know everybody has a better arm than their other arm. Like my left arm is worthless in real life.
No, I'm perfectly ambidextrous, so I have no idea what
Yeah.
you're talking about.
Well, you other people do. Yeah. So I haven't. Yeah, definitely the good arm is basically worthless at this point.
All right. So that's what happened. How did it happen? Sandy and Kafabe. What did it look like for the audience? And remember, part of this audience is loving it, so we're trying to play it up.
Enjoy being grounded like the rest of the world, little bat.
It's so good. I say it in the squeeze. That was really good, but man, this really hurts.
And Cherry's just like, oh, have you ever seen a shoulder bend like that? People, get your kids to look away. If anybody needs the restroom, it's right down the hall. It's like right down the way. Just go back there. It's further. It's that exit over there. That one. And he's just
You just made a Simmons crunch.
Oh shit.
But
Turns out, fucking Seth's finisher is the Simmons crunch. That's terrible.
I had a different one, but I like that one.
That's a memorable finisher right there.
It's just constricting him with your tentacles, and you guys just hear the shoulder pop, like a crunch out of socket. And it's just like everybody in the audience does that all at the same time. Oh! As like the cartilage tears.
Oh.
If this was our times, there'd be like a video where it's like the Simmons Crunch cereal commercial, and it goes like, "That's the Simmons Crunch," and it cuts to a clip of this wrestling event. It's just
Exactly. It's just like they have to rebrand the Simmons Crunch. It's now it is now the Unfathomable cereal, Unfathomed Simmons Crunch, now with marshmallows.
It turns your milk like blue too.
And all the
Definitely.
and all the pieces are a little extra toasty, so when you bite them, they really crunch. Like, they could be softer. Like, the cereal could be softer. And you know what? Most people would probably enjoy it if it was softer. But every time you take a bite, you have to relive Simmons getting his shoulder ripped out of its socket.
God, that sounds so delicious right now. This is literally just Captain Crunch.
It's Captain Crunch, but with, like, tentacle-based mushrooms. Sometimes you get the oops all tentacles, and I've seen that hentai. Alright, Simmons, what is Spark Squeak's finisher?
Well, I think in this case, he was tied to the clock, chained to the clock.
Yeah, he was chained above it, like, and now he started pendulum swinging once, like, you lowered him you managed to shake it loose a little bit for him. And, like, he's coming down. Like, he can get out of the chains now if you want him to.
I think he, in some of his scrambliness, brought some of the chain with him.
Oh, absolutely. Okay.
And just brought that down right onto the Unfathomable, and did some work. Tried to. I mean, there's a lot there, so he's got to get held down somehow, and that's not going to happen with 2 hands, but maybe with a chain.
It's just like, you guys hear Chariot. It's like Chariot's like, oh no, chains aren't legal in this match, are they? And you see him like scrolling through his book. Kafabe, are chains allowed in this format?
Looks like the chains are allowed. Any part of the scenery.
Oh, as
The
long
ref's
as it's
definitely just looking away.
the ref's just like, yeah. He's like, the ref's actually leaning on the corner, like sees Becky out there. It's just like, hey, how you doing? He's like, you come here a lot, cause like, and Becky is definitely flirting back, but you guys also see Becky is here with someone. and like that someone is getting pretty jealous of the ref currently actively flirting with Becky.
You know how it goes, folks. Ref doesn't see it, it ain't illegal.
Like the ref's like, she's
Papa
always like,
used to be a heel.
he looks around, he's just like, oh, the second you say ref didn't see it, he's like, oh, and it looks like, currently Seth is like chained up with the, not Seth, the Unfathomed is chained up with the chains, and the Squeak is standing on him, on his chest, and the ref just like does the dive thing and just like 1, 2, and then he's about to hit it. Seth, are we good with this? This is how it ends?
I'm okay with how this ends. Little mouse, little 6-foot mouse being the hero. I like that.
Simmons is just rolling on the ground.
Yeah, it hurts Simmons, and like, so you see, Spark Squeaks like runs up to Simmons and he's just like, we'll get you back to the doctor. It, like, puts your good arm over his shoulder, waving to the crowd, like really raising both of you like baby face, like, well, he'll be okay, guys, he'll be okay, everybody's just like, if you need to use the bathroom, it's that one over there, and they point like again back further in. I thought I grabbed Tarkus's new art, but I keep fucking that up apparently.
Are we not allowed to use magic at all within this city, or is it just while we're performing?
No, that's up to you. If you want to risk it.
Okay, that's the answer I was looking for. If I do get a chance to Simmons, if I get a chance to speak to Simmons, I'd like to speak to Simmons.
Do you make like are we still on the stage? If you make a noise, I'll like, or something.
This is
thunder scream. Okay, never mind.
Yeah.
We can get you guys all back in the locker room. And like in the locker room, Belle's just like, you're all pretty beat up, but we need a finale. It's like, I was gonna go out there. We can make it quick. Like, who am I up against? Which one of you feels like you're capable?
I have like 18 more ribs.
I have a whole other hand and chest.
I have an everything.
It's true.
You have a brand new everything.
Your bell has been wrong, though. Like, you're all injured.
I do think that's a pretty cool costume that you got there, Tarkus. That was really well done. I don't know how you got that costume so fast. It's very nice.
Not a costume.
What? What?
Do you not realize I'm a ghost in a shell? But
He
What?
said it, everybody! He said it! Back it up!
There it is.
Roll credits.
I'm gonna look to the others, trying to get like confirmation or like, haha, this is a joke. He's not really a ghost. He's a robot.
I didn't like that it looked like you were getting gropey.
Thank you.
Yes. Robot.
Yeah, he's a robot. Are you?
occupied by a ghost.
I'm like an ethereal mecha.
Ghosts are only when it's, outside of a body. When you inhabit something, you're just that thing.
But you were a robot.
It's a little more technical than that, but
It's slowly starting to like dawn on everybody that Seth is starting to have a panic attack. Like an uncontrolled panic attack.
I think it's probably best if I just go into the ring with you, Belle.
Yeah. I'm gonna like rub Seth's back. I was like, it's okay. Ghosts aren't real.
I am real.
Like, and Belle's also like, yeah, like, Ghost, he just told you were a ghost. That he was a ghost.
I'm like shooting daggers at everybody with my eyes. It's like,
He's gonna possess me. He's gonna.
Like, I don't know what's wrong. Like ghosts. Some of my best friends are ghosts.
Ghosts possess people.
Y'all need to get out there and wrestle.
I'll wrestle the ghost. No, you'll possess me, and then it won't be fair.
Simmons walks over and puts his not good hand on Seth's face, and it's just like, it's okay. It's okay.
Just flopping it, just like you're dislocated. Like, how do you like? Are you holding up your hand with your other arm? Okay.
Good hand, not the good hand. The other hand.
Yeah, not the good hand.
The good hand's messed up.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you. Okay, I gotcha. I liked it better when I thought it was you holding your right hand up to touch his face with a limp hand.
Just flailing my limp hand at him.
There.
I'm gonna hug him again, but gentlier. More gentlier. And just start crying.
That's okay.
Wait, are you saying that Tarkus breaks kayfabe in this one, or are you saying that Kafabe breaks? Because Kafabe is made of glass.
Oh God.
Yeah,
Somebody
whip
gets
him with your
thrown into
Wendigo.
Kafabe?
So, Cherry Heart comes over the speaker, and for our final match of the evening, this one's for all the bells and whistles, our longtime feud coming to an end with Wait. I'm sorry, I didn't get that joke. I don't get that one, Seth. I'm sorry. Are you saying that he's telling Betty that he doesn't like? Becky doesn't like Becky?
The person I thought he was with somebody too.
No, Becky was with somebody.
Oh well,
but,
then let's flip that around. And Becky's like, I don't like you anymore. I'm going out with the ref. I don't know. Drama.
Okay, yeah, like the ref can be just, like, not involved in this match.
Mm-hmm.
And so Seth, Simmons, or Royce, do any one of you want to do like this is it. We have to get people out now. Is there like a secret message that we have told the crew that like when you guys say these words, people start like getting them out of here? And this match between Bell and King Spectre has to be so good that the Linkertons in the audience don't realize that you guys are loading people onto boats right now. That is what's happening right now.
So saying there's a fire is probably not the best thing.
That's probably the worst thing.
I thought so.
I mean, the only thing that enters my head is this match is about to explode from Capcom versus SNK 2.
It's just all of a sudden, this is gonna take you for a ride. I know that's Marvel vs. Capcom, but it's the only, well, other than Indestructible, it's the only good fighting game song ever.
So something to trigger to the rest of the crew that, hey, load the boats now. This is the final bout.
Yeah, like, get them to load the boats. How do you guys keep the attention on the ring and not on the fact that people are dwindling away? Because we know that people are going to get away. We know that because the Undertakers landed their finishing move, but you guys still won. And that is what Gemini asked for.
The code word could be something about there being timeshare, something to talk about timeshares. Nobody wants to do that. That's just a code word. But pyrotechnics will keep people. I mean, I suggest pyrotechnics. Flat out to keep the Pinkertons watching. Dry ice and pyrotechnics.
Just a whole bunch of explosions.
Mm-hmm.
So literally, this match is about to explode.
Yeah, so give me... Oh, sorry, what was that, Royce? Were you about to say something?
I could announce it.
Yeah, absolutely, you could.
Should be like, and your final round. That will blow the roof off this place. Give it up for your fighters. And then just explosions.
Hey, is Clem here in the like I'm not asking you to join the call. You don't worry about that. But I was just saying if you were here, Van X, because the idea of it just cutting to Clem, like wearing a mustache, like installing the fireworks as the like it's just Clem and Scour just putting like a bunch of explosives all over the place. Are you down with this, Van X? Like if I make a roll, are you down that this is what Clem is doing? All right, Nika, can you give me 2 20-siders? One for Scour and one for Clem?
Is this actual Scour or burn?
It's actual Scour. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so tough choice. All right. These explosives are going to take longer than Clem thought they were going to. Clem and Scour can't get, like, the fast ones. So you guys have to, like, really go at it. Like, you're going to have to hit each other with the biggest moves of the night. And you're already injured, Spectre. So that is what it's going to be. Or, alternatively, Van X, you could just put up the hasty ones, which can go off. They will explode if any of them, if he rolls 2 1s again. So it can either take a while, or 2 1s causes the stage to explode early. That's up to you, Tarkus.
On one hand, I don't want to roll 2 1s again. On the other hand, having the stage explode on me would be the most hardcore thing.
In your inaugural experience, or outed.
So you're gonna take the explosions?
I think we're going to go for the longer match.
Alright. So, Ref's not paying any attention. Ref's sitting in the front row making out with Becky. And, like, the bell rings. And are you 3 all announcers, or are you 3 just playing yourselves, like, in the audience helping people out? What are we doing?
I think Simmons is ringside, or I'm sorry, Thunderscream is sort of ringside because he can't really do a whole lot anyway. But Sparksqueak is maybe helping people get out.
Yeah, I'll help people out. I am the people's dwarf, after all.
Alright, so,
I'm still holding on to Simmons. I mean, he can
if
still
you,
help people,
he's
but I'm
by the
holding-
stage. If you're holding on to Simmons,
Yep.
you are breaking kayfabe.
I'll hold on to him later then.
Alright, so the bell rings, Tarkus, and the bell rings, and then Belle comes running at you. And she is just like, she raises her arms up, and again, Belle is suddenly like super jacked, and she just like begins Belle's beastly brawl, where she just stands in front of you and just starts swinging as hard as she can. Like, she is just punching you in the face, punching you in the chest, punching you in the face, punching you in the chest, and like kneeing you in the stomach, like over and over again. She's just like going to town on you. Like, obviously it's a work, but that is how she works. And what is your reaction to it?
Gonna take some of the abuse for a little bit before trying to whip her into the ropes and clothesline her when she bounces back.
Absolutely, give me that work. Watch it be 2 1s. It was not, but it was a botch. I think, Royce, you are starting to see more Linkertons like start to come into the tent, like, and not just the ones with the guns underneath their clothes or anything. You are starting to see the soldier ones like making their way in, like looking around, like inspecting, because this is supposed to be a wrestling event, but they have been getting some weird messages.
That's not good.
And the stuff outside of the wrestling stuff, you guys can like draw on your quest abilities, but remember, magic is frowned upon here. Very frowned upon.
Well, it's easy. Muscles are magic.
It's like friendships are magic, but muscles. So yeah, they're coming in. They're like, you see one of them like approach the back room, Royce, and like approach the locker room. He just like holds up a Lincoln badge. He's like, I'm gonna need to get back in there. We have suspicions you guys might be harboring fugitives.
Unfortunately, you can't go backside until the match is over.
And he's like trying to like look over and around you, but they're not tall either. The lizard people are basically like 4'5" to like 4'7" is like their top, except for Sal, who is 12 feet tall.
Mm-hmm. It's like, you're welcome to look as soon as the match is over, but you'll ruin the match, the energy. You wouldn't want to ruin the energy.
I don't like to ruin the energy. And you guys see Samuel, the leader of the fucking Linkertons, like in the front row cheering on like crazy. Alder's standing right next to him. They're both like filling their faces with popcorn and stuff.
I lean down to the soldier. I'm like, listen, I know you're working, but drinks are cheap, food's cheap, and it's a good show. And I like kind of pat his shoulder. Go enjoy yourself.
So you know what? Yeah, it does look really tasty. And he just starts walking towards the food cart. Seth, what is a food item in the food cart?
That's a silly question. It's double deep fried corn dogs.
Terrible. This character has the same taste as I have, and I hate corn dogs. You failed us. No, it's fine. Well, like, what do you mean double deep fried? Is it like a normal deep fried corn dog, and then they dip it in something else, and then deep fry that?
It's a regular corn dog that they then it's originally deep fried, and then they put it in funnel cake dip, and then deep fried again. It's like regular corn dog, but then with funnel cake stuff on it. And then
That sounds so delicious right now.
Did they ever make double ones and they have 2 of them next to each other like a popsicle?
Yes, actually, that's the standard.
You just see Simmons at the counter of it asking for that. One arm completely dislocated, like just dangling on its side.
You get
or like
ketchup,
in a sling.
and you get ketchup and chocolate syrup on it, and mustard, and peanuts.
Like the Linkerton gets there, he waves. He's just like, "Oh, I see like your ad all over the place." To like Thunder Screech. Thunder Scream is just like, "How was your match? Was it good? I'll take one of those too." Do you guys got like leeches to put on this? So Tarkus, you have thrown Belle up against the ropes, and she is coming back at you right now. Like the work wasn't great, but like she's selling it, and like the people that weren't into it are being currently distracted with food. So she's running back at you. What's the move that you do after that?
I'm gonna stick with the clothesline for now, but I realized there's something else I can do. That'll be a little more appropriate later.
Sure. Okay. So you catch her with the clothesline. Or yeah, we'll just sell you on that one. So she goes up, like feet completely leave the ground. Like she goes basically horizontal and then slams on the ground. And it's like Cherry Heart's just like, whoa, man, that knocked her breath right out of her lungs. As you guys just see her breathing out, like softly, like reaching up into the air, trying to catch her breath situation. You guys know what that looked like, the laying on their back, like moving their arms upward. And that's where you find her, Tarkus. Like she's like staring up, King Spectre. She's staring up, like glassy eyed. She's like, clearly, this is all just a work, though.
Yeah.
And like, what's your next move on her?
Gonna help her up to her feet, only to set her up for a suplex.
It's like, absolutely, go ahead and give me that work. Or like, is it a work, or are you just trying to show off how strong you are?
I'd say this is more of a body type of wrestling.
Sure, absolutely, give me that one. Oh, for sure. Like, it was 11 for everybody. Like, can't see that second die. But yeah, you bring her down to, like, how does it look? Like, what kind of suplex are we talking about? The German situation?
Probably more like a jackhammer style.
Oh, absolutely, like, look at the crowd. And yeah, so you slam her down and everybody just, like, the ground, the whole thing, like, shakes the ground and you feel the whole audience go oof at the same time. Just, like, loving, like, and people are just, like, chanting Silver Spectre, 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 going crazy. So the crew in the audience, you guys are like sneaking people out the back where that bathrooms, I air quoted, but you guys couldn't see that, where the bathrooms were. And like people are like sensing it. Like, how are you guys convincing them that leaving is the right thing to do? Do you have somebody like explaining the situation? Were these people eager to leave but they couldn't get past the fence? Like, what do you guys think? And like you guys too, like what do you think the answer there is? Also, no, Tarkus was ripped like Jesus for that, so like you fucking put her through the mat.
There's just a shaped hole in the mat right now.
Right? And she's like, and Tarkus is still on the top of it, and she just like is climbing through. You see her like horns appear through the roof of it, and not roof of the floor of it. And she's just like nodding, like she's giving you the like the thumbs up that like that was a perfectly executed thing. Nobody got hurt, but it looked like really painful. Simmons, you've got a Linkerton next to you, and he's just like, so what do you order on these things? As he's waiting for his double corn dog.
I just give him mine and say this one is the best. It's just how it comes normally, but you get 2.
Oh shit. And she's like, do you eat them both at the same time? Like, you see him trying to open his mouth wide enough to do it.
What? Why is that a question? How,
I'm
what
sorry.
else would you do?
He he rolled a 1. I think this guy's choking to death.
The Heimlich. Use the Heimlich.
Simmons, the Heimlich. Simmons only has one arm.
One arm.
The
Tries it anyway.
Heimlich's not going to help. You're going to have to drop an elbow on him.
You use your
There
legs.
you go. Yeah. That's actually a good idea.
Alright. Okay, alright. Alright, hold on, let me look. Yeah, this has to be, like, real, right? Or, like, unless you are using your wrestling know-how to somehow create this Heimlich. And if that's the case, if you want to roll work to have this succeed, you have to tell me how it's going to work. Like, what is Simmons doing in this moment if you're trying to save him? Because he will die if you don't. Because he rolled a 1 trying to eat a double corn dog.
I think there's the like a sweep slam to knock him down onto the ground to hopefully see if that like shock will loosen anything, and then like Kole said, jump down and slam an elbow from the good arm, the not fucked up arm, right into the solar plexus. See if you can pop that out. Have it go flying toward the stage.
Give me your work. All right, so yeah, it's a 9. 9 is good, everybody. Like 9's not great, 10's better, but 9's okay. And I think right at that moment, you guys see that it's Magnesium is the one that's like recording everything for the crew, and Mags just turns and looks at Simmons as he like jumps off the counter to elbow drop this fucking Linkerton. Raise the roll by 1, absolutely. And it just goes flying out of his double corn dog. He tried to put the whole thing in his mouth at the same time, and it goes flying onto the stage. Like, this thing's coming at you, Tarkus, for the record. This double corn dog is flying through the air in slow motion, followed by the camera every step of the way as it flies into the ring.
Spit.
Yeah, I don't think it's covered in it. It's definitely still covered in ketchup and chocolate syrup, though. And probably mayonnaise. I don't know why I think it's also covered in mayonnaise, but
you're
I
right.
do.
Anything that was there, that's like want to dip into every single.
Why is it covered in relish?
It was there.
It's like it was also covered in. It's actually full of leeches. I need you guys to know that. No, it's not. But they do eat leeches a lot here. But Tarkus, it's flying at you. What's your move?
Tarkus is gonna try like a diving kick at Bell to make it look like he's still doing the wrestling, but he's definitely doing this to dodge the corn dog.
Alright, give me that roll. It's just Belle slowly climbing up from the bottom of the ring after you like slammed her through it.
Tarkus is just looking at her like, I'm so sorry.
And she's like, what? Huh? Oh, there's a
That
botch.
corn dog definitely hit him.
Yeah, that corn dog hit you right on the head and like blocked your optic receptors or your eyes. And like you just hit her a little high, so you hit her like in the sternum as she goes flying back, and you definitely heard something break in her as she like flies back and she hits the ropes, and like she's grimacing in pain, and she's just like, we need to end this soon, as she's running back at you, and she like goes for like a running clothesline with the arm that's not like because her collarbone in front of her left arm is broken. Like that's where you kicked her. And as soon as you're getting up, she's like running at you, and she's aiming for a clothesline as hard as she can. But like she's trying to work, but she has a minus. So whatever you have to roll to protect yourself, you're gonna get a minus for it because she's just trying.
This would probably be real.
I think this would probably be real, yeah.
So let's just put another minus on that real quick. Ooh.
Okay.
Important
Sorry.
to note, that was not 2 1s.
That was not 2 1s. That was, in fact, a 3 and a 2. I think in that moment, as she does clothesline you, like you all realize, you see Scour has been trying to get the quick fuse lit the whole time. Like Clem was just like, okay, we'll go with the long fuse way. But you guys look down and see Scour finally light it, and he puts his thumb up. And it's just like, so you know that this is not the ideal time to hit your finisher, but this is the only time you have. Like, this is it. What is King Spectre's finisher? And you know that you have a pretty good chance of really hurting Belle here, too. But, like, she's nodding. She's ready for it.
Alright.
And don't worry, if you kill Belle, Kotori's gonna love you, so...
Why'd you have to say that?
I'm just saying, if these are 2 1s, that's all I'm saying. If these are 2 1s, you are killing Belle.
And who would that make happy?
Kotori.
Do it.
Who would that upset?
Do it.
Gemini.
Never thought I'd encounter a time where I'd want to play a Nat 1 card on myself.
If you got a Reap and Sow, I'll take it.
Spectre. Silver. Spectre.
This is why I don't trust ghosts.
I don't have a Reap and Sow. But yeah, the King Spectre is gonna size up Belle, and
We're gonna refund that for Forge. We're not playing that game today, Forge. For we don't need AP for this one, so just save it.
and he's with one hand he's gonna grab her by the neck, uses the other to grab her by her shorts, and he is going to hit her with the spectral choke slam.
Whoa.
A choke slam so hard you have an out-of-body experience.
That means you die.
Oh well, no, that worked. 10 plus on you hit your finisher clean or bloody. Choose whether you your opponent. Yeah, okay, you or your opponent gain 1 audience. This is definitely you gaining an. Because all of you are collectively gaining audience this whole time. You guys have been doing real bad on it, for the record. So you don't. Yeah, what's it look like? What does the spectral choke slam look like? And it's good. We know that this gets everyone's attention. Everybody loves this.
He lifts her up as high as he can, sort of spins around, shows the whole audience that he has her right where he wants her, and then slams her back down on the ground, right onto her back. And to follow up with a pin, he kind of just keeps his hand planted on her neck. Not really putting pressure on her, but it looks like he has her pinned by the neck.
Yeah, so it's she goes down and you see her, she's all clammy and cold sweat because her collarbone's broken, and she's excellent, and Cherry Heart's just losing his mind, going nuts, and the lights are flicking off as the victory goes, and she's just I think we need to get out of here. And crew and everybody else, you guys can get out right now. And Cherry Heart's the winner, King Spectre! And everybody's losing their mind, but it does sound quite a bit quieter in here, as you guys have successfully funneled people out of here. Yeah, go ahead and play the treasure map card if you want it for tomorrow. I can get you that map tomorrow, right before the game. Wow. So yeah, all 4 of you, everybody's injured. All of the wrestlers except for King and Earl are injured pretty badly. How do you guys get out of here? What's it look like? So we've got this huge arena. That has been like slowly emptying out, and like people like, and Forge said it, these people have been wanting to escape because they know how tense it's been here. Like they've been feeling the fact that like a war is going to start, and they've been scared. So you guys are giving them that out. And the only people in the audience right now are a bunch of Linkertons armed with guns. So my question to you four and the crew: does it pop off here? Like now that you have all the people out, all the people that came here, they're all out. But you guys are all pretty hurt. Do you guys just start the attack on Sal and his Linkertons right here, right now?
I can take him.
Yes.
You said we can use abilities from our normal kit, but it might be
Oh, yeah.
at a penalty. Are the Linkertons the only, what are they called? Flamingos in this area?
The Linkertons are not flamingos. The Linkertons are lizard people. Salamanders and frogs and lizards.
Yes. Okay. Do we have any of those that we care about that are around here? Or are all of them bad?
Sam's okay. He's right next to the stage, but like he is a dick and he wanted to kill Becky. And he also has suspicions of Tarkus. He has absolutely no idea that this is Tarkus, because who would?
The
That's a
perfect
ghost.
disguise. Absolutely nothing.
I take one of the crew aside here and I say, should I throw a sigil onto the stage to try to get as many Linkertons on the stage for the explosion as I can?
Yes.
Let's pop this party.
I do that then. Before
Yeah, absolutely. All right, give me 1 second. Let me set things up. This, I feel like, is a combination of sigil and just rolling talk. I'm going to give you an extra +2 to rolling talk for like using your sigil. Well, what does it look like as Simmons, knowing that there are explosives on this stage, like under the stage, and a lot of them, because Scour and Clem have no chill.
I think as everybody was clearing off the stage, I think he reaches up and grabs the discarded corn dog situation with his only usable hand and just draws it real quick with that, and goes with everybody back to the locker room.
Anyway, roll me a talk for it.
It's my thing. Talk? Look?
Yeah, look. Sorry, look. Yeah, roll me a look.
And I'm at -1. You said do what?
+2.
So +1 total.
Yeah. 8. That's good enough for me. Cherry Heart's just coming over the mic, and it looks like Simmons is calling up the Linkertons to thank them for their arrival and giving them all free corn dogs. All right. And you guys just see like a lot of like the people are throwing corn dogs on the stage because they think that's what Simmons wanted them to do. And yeah, you guys just see a bunch of Linkertons climb onto the stage. And like as they're just picking up these corn dogs that they're clearly willing to die for. This was back in-
No.
I mean, they are really good.
While that's happening, I think Simmons just like sort of walks away, looking around like, I can't believe that worked. Goes back to everybody else.
Okay. So we know that explodes, and Nika rolled. You know, I'm just gonna roll for them. Let's just see how they're doing. They're not doing good, everybody. They have a tough choice. the tough choice I want to give them is they can see what's up, and I'll give this to you, Simmons, or all four of you can choose between this. Your two choices are, the first one is the explosives are mostly flash and they do not hurt anybody, but they do not suspect you guys at all for doing this. They do not think that you are trying to hurt them. Like, two of them get badly burnt, but the rest of them are fine. It'll slow them down. Or alternatively, you will kill all of them inside here because they know, because they were real explosives. The only thing is, you are raising the difficulty for the end of Akana's game tomorrow if you do it. There will be more Linkertons for the game on Sunday if you don't kill them now, but there will be more Linkertons for the game tomorrow if you do, and you know what I mean?
So
Kill them.
Okay.
If you kill them, tomorrow's game's easier. If you don't kill them... No, the reverse. If you kill them, tomorrow's game's harder for Akana at the end. And if you do kill them, Sunday's game is harder for that team. That's your choice.
I vote for killing them because I'm healed today. But that's just one vote. There's more of us.
I mean, Simmons' intention was to get them off the playing field so that they didn't have to worry about them during the event. But if it's going to make it worse, I don't know how that's going to go. He doesn't know that.
Yeah, he doesn't know it's going to make it worse.
I'm leaning towards not killing them.
I think I know Royce's answer, though. Don't let me down, you bloodthirsty dwarf.
That's the people's dwarf.
Yeah,
If
he's
we
not
do,
bloodthirsty.
it's harder for them tomorrow, yeah?
Yeah, the end of it will be the explosion going off. The end of tomorrow's game will be the explosion going off, and everybody, like all of the Linkertons in town, immediately knowing something is up. And they will be like on high alert, making whatever they're trying to do tomorrow much more difficult for them.
So it's either going to be harder tomorrow or Sunday. That's
Yes.
Okay.
I believe in the team tomorrow. Let's blow it to the sky.
Nice.
Yeah, this whole fucking place, like, you guys get out of this building just in time to watch the whole thing explode. And Cherry Heart's just like, ah, shit! And, like, running out, microphone in hand, as the explosion, like, appears behind him. And yeah, you done killed him.
Somehow I feel emotionally fulfilled today.
You know, it does. There's like a warm spot right in my chest. That could
Nice.
also just be something gone horribly wrong and I might be about to die, but...
It's like, I think you're bleeding into your lungs.
Did you eat one of the corn dogs?
Yeah, that's a normal feeling after eating one.
Just
of them.
spits up blood. Oh, God.
Yeah, still normal. They're really good, though.
Production value.
Simmons, I owe you a perfect gift when we're in a safe place.
And with that game, I think that is the... Yeah, burn it all down.
That's fantastic.
I'm gonna just etch Linkerkins into my body count card.
Yeah, it's just like, I don't know how many there were, a lot. All the ones that came as guards, like, loved the idea of free corn dogs.
I
And
didn't
then-
kill any of those people, though, for the record.
They exploded. You made the corn dogs too good. See, that's your own fault. And yeah, with that, I can't wait for tomorrow's game, everybody. It's gonna be so cool. Tomorrow's game happens at the same time as this one, so I think if I can time it right, 2 hours and 20 minutes in, if we go that long, that is when that explosion happens.
Oh, if anything bad happens, I'm gonna feel real bad.
So like they have 2 hours and 20 minutes of not being suspected, and then, you know, however long they have left after that of being suspected. So if they can make it out before that happens, they are gold.
So we just gave him a clock. It's fine.
Yeah, we just gave them a clock, a monstrous variety.
Yeah.
So yeah, I hope everybody turns out for that game. Oh, I'll talk about a real quick recap for today. So you guys got in there as a troop of wrestlers to help sneak people out of Dyad. We know that these people wanted to leave, but the fences were not allowing them to. So you guys got in there, like, hid yourselves as wrestlers, and then snuck people out. It did not go particularly great for our wrestlers, King Spectre, Smashing Silver, the People's Dwarves, the Unfathomed, and Thunderscream, as everybody except for King and Earl that wrestled got injured pretty badly. Thunderscream has a very bad dislocation of his right arm. The Unfathomed has a broken rib that's really bug. It's like, even if you have tons of other ribs, this one is just a really bad spot. Anytime you breathe in, it just kind of twinges. Smashing Silver has a messed up hand with a ridiculously bad blood blister going across it. And King Spectre managed to win his round against Bell with like an outstanding fashion, despite the fact he has a ringing bell. Like, his head is ringing right now. But it was successful. You guys added it, and you guys ended it in such glorious fashion, and with such an explosion. You A, killed all the Linkertons that were here, but B, put a hard timer on tomorrow's game. And remember, tomorrow's game starts at noon, because noon Pacific Standard Time, because we like Arcana and we're terrible to ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
Are you guys even up then?
I'm usually up by noon. Alright, but thank you all so very much. I really hope that the rest of this weekend goes off. I'm really happy to play that wrestling game. I do want to play it more. I still had to cough halfway through that. I do really want to play it more, and I look forward to playing it more. You guys did great.
My birthday game card next year for.
I'll definitely try harder. Not harder, but try to make it so it's not like a secret mission outside of the normal mission. You know what I mean? So we can actually just do it.
So we're all known who we are, though. That is now known, right?
Not known.
Our personas are known.
I don't think your personas are known either. Even after setting up that bomb, I think just I think Sal just might think that terroristic activity, and you popped off.
Blames it on the flamingos.
Yeah, right. It's like,
but people know of the 4 wrestlers that were there today. 5.
Yes, and
okay.
Did they sneak out? Are they dead? I don't know. It's like, did the wrestlers make it out? You guys take off your masks. You're not those wrestlers anymore.
They're gonna be ghosts again.
No, not ghosts.
In the smoldering wreckage, there's just a slightly burned subligar.
I would rather you not play cards too far ahead of the game actually happening, because the people that are there might want to play the card that you're talking about, and we don't know exactly how it's going to shape out. But I have to go to the bathroom so badly. There is just a fucking burnt up subligar in the middle of the ring with a hole in it. The ring has a hole, not the subligar, or maybe it does.
Kinda sad. Bell ended up having a broken collarbone. Because I realized we both have horns. We could have locked horns during that match.
Could have. But instead, you broke her
there ain't
collarbone.
no selling it if she can't use
You
one of
didn't
her
kill her,
arms.
so it's a rematch.
True.
So again, thank you guys so very much for coming and playing this game. I'm really looking forward to the rest of this weekend. and I have to go to the bathroom, so I'm gonna say goodbye.
Yeah, we're gonna heck off, and we will see you at noon tomorrow. I'm sorry. Bye forever.
Goodbye, everybody. Noon is so early.
Say goodbye, guys.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you, and I'm sorry. I'm really